Hello YouTube, W&J's Handy Dad here. And today we're going to plug a tire. Now let me start by saying obviously the proper procedure is to go to the tire shop and get them to patch a hole in the tire. But I'll be honest, I hate waiting. I hate going to the shop. I hate everything about it. Since I'm such a do-it-yourselfer, I really get frustrated with the process of taking your car in anywhere. So I've gotten where I literally don't do it for anything anymore. So doing this, obviously you're doing it at your own risk. But plugging a tire seems to be an effective way to fix if you get a nail hole or something similar in the tread and you have otherwise a good tire that just has a little slow leak. For example, this one, you fill it up to 35 psi, and in about 24 to 48 hours it's down to 20 psi. It doesn't drop much below 20, so it's got a really slow leak, and it's just enough to set off the low tire warning on the dash. And I'll be honest, there's a noticeable difference in the handling of the vehicle. It doesn't seem to track straight down the road and stuff, so it's a danger to have it at the 20 psi. So I'll show you how to plug, first of all how to find the leak, and then how to plug it. Like I said, you do that at your own risk. So first thing you want to do is fill the tire up to the recommended pressure, which is about 35 for most of these cars. And then you find your suspect areas. There's a piece of metal here, it looks almost like a blade went in. You just spray some soapy water on it and you see. And so I'm not seeing any bubbling here. There appears to be a hole there, but it's not leaking air out, or if it is, it's not leaking enough to make any bubbles. So we'll go to the next suspect. There was a spot that looked like a nail. And it's right there. I'm not seeing any bubbles there. So the next thing is just look for potential spot that's leaking. Could be hidden damage somewhere. I'm seeing no bubbling, so every other time I've ever done this and not been filming, I've found bubbles real quick and plugged it and moved on. But since I'm trying to film, of course it's not going to cooperate today. So the tire is still losing air, and I still cannot find a dang leak on it. I mean, I have been over every inch of the tread with the soapy water, laid it flat on both sides and put soapy water, all along the ridge and everything, trying to see is there any leaks. I just cannot find one, but it keeps dropping from fully inflated at about 35 psi down to 20 overnight. So, you know, it's a strong enough leak, it should make some bubbles with soapy water on it. I just cannot find it. So, I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna take it to the tire shop and get it patched, or hopefully patched. I suppose it's possible they're gonna say, oh, sorry, you need a new tire. So there's the spare. It's a full-size spare. You would think everything on it would be just perfect, but I'll show you the one probably most frustrating thing about running a spare on these. And that is what is frustrating. You're running the spare, you get your low tire light on. I don't know, it's not that big a deal. I know you could put tape over that, but I'll tell you what I like about having that light on there is if you do hit something and get a leak or whatever, maybe you don't realize it, that shows up on there and tells you, so you don't keep driving until it's totally flat. So that's why I like having that on there. And so whenever I drive around and that's lit up, there's always a little bit of paranoia that I actually do have a low tire that I'm tearing up as I'm driving.